So for this video, it's going to be 20 resolutions for 2020, and if you're as excited for the new year as I am, I know that you're stoked, first of all, and I just feel like bringing in a new decade. It's a whole new decade for self-motivation, self-improvement, self-growth, and just being able to manifest beautiful things into your life that you haven't been able to do before, and setting goals for yourself to propel yourself into where you want to be in life. There's no more waiting for something to happen. You're either actually doing it or you're not doing it at all. And I feel like 2020 is the perfect time to actually, activate those goals that you always had in mind to become who you want to be. And with these resolutions that I'm bringing to you today, I hope it inspires you to make your own resolutions, or even just use these as it is and incorporate it into your new year. So without further ado, okay, so this first resolution is going to be no social media days. You can choose a day out of the week or even a day out of the month where you just don't do social media that whole day. No Snapchat, no Instagram, no Twitter, no Facebook, no anything. And within that day, you're taking those 24 hours and putting it towards your goal and putting it towards being productive and doing something that will actually help better you in the long run. Because going through social media, especially if you follow super negative pages, it's just like you're absorbing all that negative energy and wasting your time doing something when you could have been doing something productive. So me personally, I'm gonna try to aim for each week to choose like Monday or something, because I feel like Monday is one of the groggiest days ever where I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to do anything. But if I choose Monday to not be on social media, then I have nothing else to do but to do my work and to be productive and to do everything that it takes for me to become a better person. This next resolution is to declutter. Just declutter your life, basically. First point I'm gonna make is going back to the social media point, is unfollowing people that don't serve any purpose in your life. Like you just follow a page where they post stuff but you don't really like it. They post stuff that serves you no purpose, isn't motivating, that isn't contributing to your self-growth, anything. You know what I mean? Like even their stories, no substance to it at all. There's no point in really following them, because especially if they're posting negative things. Certain pages like the Shade Room is a huge example. Like even though they do post shade, is shade really good for you? Everything they post it has like a super negative undertone to it, and it's like you don't need that. I had to unfollow them earlier last year because it was just their posts were giving me no type of purpose. The only time I would ever really go to their page after I unfollowed them is if someone tagged me in something funny that they post. Other than that, like pages like that, you should declutter them and remove them from your life, period. Remove them from your TLs, remove them from your feed, everything. Another thing to declutter is your space, your home, your dorm room, your apartment, anything that you don't use anymore that is just cluttering up your space, remove it from your life. Even going back to the phone reference, but deleting pictures that you don't need anymore of people that you don't like anymore. You don't have to cut the picture, just delete it. You know what I mean? Pictures, messages, contacts that you don't need, just remove them from your life because you don't need them anymore. People that you don't talk to anymore, remove their contact, remove their messages. You don't need that old energy, that old space for the new year, period. You don't need it. Resolution number 3 is going to be selling and donating your old things. So me personally, at the end of each semester when I'm moving in or out of my dorm, I will sell my clothes that I don't use anymore. So clothes that I haven't, like let's say for this past fall semester, clothes that I haven't used since August, I would have sold them to Plato's Closet or try to sell them online. And if I don't sell them, then I'll donate them to organizations like Salvation Army or just any homeless shelter. You know what I mean? Like see if they'll accept your old items, because if they're things that will make someone else happy, try your best to give back to your community. You know what I mean? Because there's people in need that would love to have that old jacket that you haven't worn, or people that would love to buy your phone that you haven't used since last year, but you just still have it lying around in your room. My next resolution for you guys is changing up your eating habits for the better. So me personally, I'm not gonna say 2020, but by the end of this decade, I do hope to be a full-on vegan. And I know it's gonna be like totally impossible to just cut everything out and do that cold turkey. So I'm trying to ease into being a pollotarian, because the one meat that I can't give up is chicken. I just love chicken so much, and I love byproducts of chicken. I love eggs, like I love eating egg whites. I love making omelets, you know, and
I say I'm eating egg whites. Oh my god.
But anyways, so yeah, I feel like being able to do that will help ease me into cutting out chicken entirely at some point in my life. But yeah, basically changing your eating habits for the better. Maybe cutting out something that you're, I wouldn't say totally addicted to, but you're probably shouldn't be eating it like that. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's cheese and chicken. I love cheese. I love putting cheese on top of everything, and I know that I have an issue. That is something I would love to cut down for 2020, that I'm gonna work towards cutting down for 2020. Some people, it's soda. I'm super blessed that I hate soda. I hate carbonated drinks, period. Like I don't drink it at all. It just bothers my throat, and the taste is just disgusting to me. So I don't like that. But I know a lot of people who can never cut out soda. They can't. So maybe that's something that you want to incorporate for 2020. Cutting out something that you're totally addicted to and you know is bad for you. For you guys is incorporating self-care days into your month. Self-care can literally be anything. It can be laying in bed all day and reading your favorite book that you haven't read in forever. It could be doing face masks and drinking boba tea. You know, it could be taking yourself out for a pamper day. You know, go getting your nails done by yourself. Go to a spa and get a facial or a massage by yourself. I feel like it's a thing that a lot of us do. Well, I know me and other people I know to do it too, but we're always like, you know, I don't have anyone to go do this with me, and then we end up not going, and it's like, it's a whole new decade. And if your friends don't want to go do something but you really want to do it, go do it. There's nothing wrong with going out with yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking yourself out to dinner, taking yourself to the movies. If you really wanted to go see that movie, then go see it. This is the self-care day. So taking time out of your schedule and picking out a day where you're like, okay, well this day I'm gonna go treat myself, and this other day of the month I'm gonna go treat myself. Making sure to make time for that, to just take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. And there's nothing wrong with this. Next resolution is going to be taking time to spend with your friends and family. So there's this picture I'm gonna put above. Hopefully you guys see it. I don't know. But basically, like the same way that you pick out days to take care of yourself, pick out days to go spend quality time with your family or your friends. You know, like maybe you haven't seen a friend in a while, but you guys are always, you know, catching up with each other, sending each other memes on social media. Go invite them to go do something. Because I feel like when we're so entwined with our busy schedules, all we want to do is go home and get some sleep. But it's like, where's the quality time that we're trying to bridge these gaps with these people that we know are loved ones, but we haven't shown that love in a minute. And I feel like just spending quality time with friends and family that you haven't seen in a minute is bridging that gap. So making sure that you pick out days in the month to go spend time with your friends, to go do something with your friends that you always wanted to do or they always wanted to do, and now you both have time. You know, making that mutual agreement that you guys will both go out and do this. Resolution is doing things, taking on new opportunities that will help you expand. So taking on that new job, that new internship, that new research project, that new business that you always wanted to start, taking those steps into applying for those things, into getting those things, making sure that you actually go forth and go get it, because this is supposed to be your year. This is supposed to be your decade. What else is stopping you other than a rejection letter? And even if you get one, go back and apply again. You know what I mean? Like, make this your year and make these your opportunities that will open new doors for you to self-improve and for you to get better and for you to get in the place that you want to be. So make sure that you're taking on these new opportunities and killing them, doing amazing in them, because I know you will. The resolution that I have for you guys is learning a new skill. So doing something that you haven't done before, but something that you know will help improve your resume, help improve your application. Like for me, I'm brushing up on my French skills and making sure that I am fluent in this language so I can add it onto my resume and not feel like I'm lying. You know what I mean? Like being able, some people don't know how to use Microsoft Word. Become efficient in it. Take a course, go learn a new skill and be able to add it onto your resume and be proficient in it, because maybe this is something someone else doesn't have, and this will be the difference in why you get chosen and why someone else doesn't. So take the time to learn something new, something that'll be applicable to your field and something that will help you in the long run. So make sure to learn, whether it be that new language, whether it be that new computer skill, that new soft skill, anything. If you think that it will help you and it applies to whatever you're applying for, whatever field you're in, then do it. This next thing is being able to exercise, making time to exercise, being active. It doesn't have to be with the goal of, oh, I want to have my summer body by June, July, whatever. No, it's just being able to be active and be able to have, you know, those moments where you can walk outside, or you can go take a run, or you can go to the gym and just have that clear state of mind and those happy endorphins running through you, and being able, you know, is kind of incorporated into self-care, you know, just taking care of yourself. That should be a goal, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go to the gym like 5,000 times a week, but being able to exercise, even if it's just in your room or just stretching every night or morning, you know what I mean? Like finding that type of way to be active and getting in tune with your body. Resolution is taking a charge on your health. So even though healthcare is super expensive, there's always a loophole. Even though cash rates will be expensive in themselves, at least going to the doctors once a year, twice a year, you know, just don't make it 0 times a year. Being able to know your status, you know, getting tested, you know, for all the women that doesn't have regular gynecologists, finding a women's health center or even Planned Parenthood, you know, getting those annual tests that we should be getting, you know, making sure that we're okay. Do that for anything that you can get your hands on, even for mental health. I know some universities, mine does, but it's not really the best, but we have therapists on campus, you know, and you can make an appointment with them. And, you know, just being able to have your mental health checked on is a great thing in itself. So being able to take a charge on your health and being able to be in control of your health and knowing your status from head to toe. This next resolution is going to be being more environmentally friendly. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle. Finding more ways to reduce your single-use plastics. We don't need plastic packaging like that. If you can find something that uses better packaging solutions or something that doesn't need packaging at all, by all means, go for it. And you try to find aluminum water bottles that you can reuse instead of all the plastic ones. You know, metal straws. I hate paper straws, so just get a metal straw. But if you want paper straws, go ahead, but no. But you know, just finding more ways to be environmentally friendly. For one, I like using bamboo toothbrushes. Stuff like little things like that, you know, to at least relieve your pollution to the world, you know what I mean? Finding a way to be more environmentally friendly and making this world a better place, even though it will take way more than that. Just something that you know personally you're doing. The way to do that is cleanups. You know, there's all types of volunteering events. I know at my university, the organizations that I'm in, we do like highway cleanups, we do park cleanups. Like for ocean, we've joined them a couple of times. Beach cleanups, you know, stuff, little things like that, they make a difference. This next resolution is going to be changing your surroundings for the better. So by this, I mean, you know, there's certain people that you've outgrown mentally, spiritually, and whatever. You can't have this circle of people that don't inspire you. Go out and go get a mentor. Go out and get new friends. Go out and find stuff that inspires you to do better. Find people that inspire you to do better and push you to do better, because you can't have someone that's 3 steps behind you. You know what I mean? A whole group of people that are behind you, because it's gonna make you go back a couple of steps where you shouldn't be. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's important to surround yourself with people that make you do better, because therefore you yourself will go and be better, because these people around you are pushing you to do better. So 2020, for the love of God, please get better friends. Please go get a mentor that is doing what you want to do, and they are going to give you advice and inspiration to be in the place that they're at, because that's where you want to be. Go and find role models. Go and follow those role models, because they are in a position that you want to be, and they will push you to be in that position. This next resolution is being selfish, and this is an issue that I've been trying to work on, and I'm pretty sure other people can relate too. You know, just I'm a person that, like, whenever someone else needs something, I'm right there for them. And being able to do that for yourself. And sometimes you're not in the mental state, or you don't have the capacity to be able to do something for somebody because you yourself are on E. So being able to take that time and say, no, I can't do that. You don't need to explain that shit. If you can't do it, then you can't do it. You know what I mean? And if they're a good enough person, they should be able to understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be constantly giving your tank for other people. Being able to do that for yourself, and being able to say no sometimes, you know, that's a very important skill that I myself am working on. And like I said, I hope other people can feel me on that one too. But yeah, just being able to do things for yourself, be selfish. You know, people take. I'm not saying to be an evil person, but you can take too. You can take things for yourself. Next resolution is going to be organization. Being more organized. You know, me for one, I would like to say that I'm the organization queen. I'm just kidding. But you know, like, I love planning. I love planners. In my dorm, I have this huge ass calendar that I write everything that I'm doing within a week that I know, because I'm a very busy person. I love writing my schedule down. I love having it on my phone. I love having it on a sticky note. I love having it in my planner, just so I know this is what I'm gonna do this week. This is what I'm gonna do today. And if I'm adding shit onto it, then well, okay, but at least I know what I'm doing for the day. At least I know what assignments are due. At least I know what I should be doing extracurricular wise, etc. You know what I mean? Like, being able to be organized, having that space. Like, my desk is, most of the time, it's always clean, but being able to have that space where, you know, this is for this, and not having everything be so messy and so confusing, you know, because a clear space leads to clear thoughts and a clear mind. So next resolution is going to be creating a morning routine, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I wake up, my first instinct is always to reach for my phone and to see what I missed these last few hours that I've been asleep. But being able to create a routine where, instead of reaching for your phone, let it continue charging, or put it on charge and go and meditate, or go and stretch, or go and say your manifestation scripting or your affirmations for the day. You know, doing something productive. You know, your phone shouldn't be the first thing that you reach for, even though it's instinctive. Being able to do something productive, doing something that betters you spiritually, and doing something that betters your well-being. So every morning you should be waking up like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna meditate. Every morning you should be waking up, I'm gonna stretch. Every morning you should be waking up, let me say my affirmations, let me say my manifestations, because that's been something that I've been working on lately too. Even like before the new year has started, I just wanted to get kick-started on creating that habit. So every morning that I wake up, I have something to look forward to other than my phone. This next resolution is going to be setting aside money every month. So you probably don't want advice from a broke college student, but this broke college student is going to tell you what I'm trying to do this year. I'm trying to set aside a certain amount of money to be determined every single month. You know what I mean? Because even though you're broke, you don't want to have that broke mindset. You want to save up. Saving is important, and putting money aside in your savings, you know, maybe you decide $50 every month is how much I'm setting aside. The $50 I'm not touching, I'm putting it in my savings account. So by the end of the year, 12 times 50, okay? That's how much money you're gonna have in your savings that you did not spend. Now it's in your savings. That's how much money you gained because you didn't spend it. So this next resolution is gonna be creating a bucket list. So before I left for college 2 years ago, I had created a local bucket list for things that I wanted to do with my friends. So it's just places within my county that I always wanted to go, but I never been able to go to, or like certain things that I never seen, but like everyone else has seen. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to go see this. And either I went by myself or I went with my friends, and I completed that whole bucket list. And being able to create one, whether it be for 2020 or whether it be for this whole new decade that has just came upon us, but being able to create a local bucket list, you could create a national one, an international, just the places you want to go, things you want to see, you know, foods you want to try. It could be anything. Just having it on a list and being able to complete it. Me personally, I like to put pictures. Once I went there and I completed it, I put pictures underneath and be like, I went on this day, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, I'm about to do it again. I'm gonna do a local one for the city that I'm in for college. So this next resolution is going to be updating everything, updating your life, updating your wardrobe, updating your makeup, your jewelry, everything, you know, kind of like decluttering again, but just going through things and being like, okay, I need a new one of this. And doing the same thing for your phone, making sure your phone, your Apple Watch, your tablet, whatever the hell you have, making sure that it's up to its highest speed, making sure it's up to its highest update, you know. And I feel like another important thing that people don't really do is updating your PIN on your credit cards, your debit cards, updating your passwords on all your social media accounts, because people do get hacked. You know what I mean? Like every year, take time to change that password and make up something clever and new that hopefully you won't get hacked this new coming years. The next resolution is being more mindful and present. You know, I feel like meditation is like the right direction to go to with things like this, but you know, some people just don't know how to meditate. But learning to do that, or just being appreciative of the times that you spend, the quality time you spend with your family, your friends, yourself, being in the moment, being present. Because a lot of the times we're on our phone or we're thinking about, I made dinner and I'm here, you know what I mean? Like my dinner's sitting in my fridge and like you're upset, but like why not, wherever you're at, grounding yourself and being present in that moment with the people that you're with, the time that you're there for, and you know, creating quality moments. I feel like that's something that we take for granted a lot within this era, and being able to change that and being mindful and being present with wherever you're at, making that a habit, especially when you're with your family, your friends. You know, that is such an important thing I feel like we should start doing. Resolution is going to be dating yourself. You know, a lot of us, I feel like we don't even know what we really like. We don't even know what foods we really like. We're indecisive, you know, all these other things. Taking the time to take yourself out, taking that time to have that mental freedom with yourself and being able to get to know yourself fully, not hiding anything, You know, being completely naked with your mind, I feel like is such an important thing that we all have to take the time to do every once in a while, because you change all the time. You don't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take that time within yourself to make sure you get to know yourself and to make sure you know where you're at. And just taking that time to be mindful, taking that time to be present again within yourself, but taking that time to know yourself. And when you do that, when it comes to dating, or even if you're already in a relationship, it's just, it brings better to the table, because you know what you want, you know who you are, and you know you don't stand for nothing less. And another important thing is knowing your love language, getting to know what you love and how you want to be loved. Because you can't tell someone that, oh, you don't like the way that they're doing that, because you don't even know your damn self. So making sure that you know the way that you want to be loved, and when someone else isn't reciprocating that or isn't displaying that type of affection that you want, and you've mentioned it to them a couple of times, then let it go. Don't accept anything less than what you want for yourself. Don't accept anything less for how you want to be loved and appreciated. That is something that we all have to learn about ourselves, and to never stand for anything less. Never. So that is it for all the resolutions that I have for 2020. I hope that's inspired you to create your own resolutions, or to use these for yourself for this new year. I hope this new year brings all of you blessings on top of blessings for this new year and this decade. I haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that, and make sure to hit the like button and the comment any video suggestions you guys have. I'm always appreciating new ideas, and I hope this new year is very productive for all of you, you know. And make sure to follow me on all my social medias as well, because I always post when I'm posting new videos, so make sure to keep notified. So thank you guys so much again.